Ever wonder why some women just have that effect on men? It's not always about being a supermodel or pulling out all the stops. It's the little things, a soft touch, a kind word, a sweet smile, that really stick with a guy. Turns out, men are way more sensitive to these small gestures than you might think. So, get comfy, grab a drink, and let's dive into 11 amazing things women naturally do that totally melt men's hearts. These aren't manipulative tricks, just genuine acts that create real connections. You might even learn something new about yourself. 1. Genuine listening. In the journey of love and companionship, there is perhaps no greater gift a woman can offer a man than the art of genuine listening. True listening is not merely about hearing the words that are spoken. It is about opening one's heart, setting aside distractions, judgments, and the urge to immediately offer solutions. It is about allowing the other person to feel fully seen, heard, and accepted exactly as they are. For many men, society has often conditioned them to keep their emotions tucked away, to appear strong, stoic, and self-sufficient. Yet beneath that exterior lies a deep yearning for someone who will truly understand them, without forcing them to explain or justify their feelings. When a woman listens with patience, empathy, and sincerity, she creates a space where a man feels safe enough to reveal the parts of himself that he often hides from the world. This kind of listening speaks directly to the soul, far beyond what mere words can capture. It builds an invisible bridge of trust, respect, and emotional intimacy that cannot be faked or rushed. Remembering the small details he shares, like a cherished childhood memory, a hidden ambition, or a stressful moment at work, and later bringing them up in conversation, shows him that his words and his heart matter to you. It is not about solving his problems or offering immediate advice, but about standing beside him quietly, yet powerfully, allowing him to feel strong and supported. In moments when he struggles to find the right words or hesitates to open up, your presence and attentiveness can be the gentle encouragement he needs to trust and love more deeply. In a world where so many people feel unseen and unheard, becoming a genuine listener makes you not only unforgettable, but essential in his life. It turns simple conversations into profound connections and everyday interactions into opportunities to weave a bond that grows stronger with time. For anyone seeking a love that endures, mastering the art of listening with the heart is not just a skill, it is a timeless gift, one that enriches both the giver and the receiver in ways that words alone can never fully describe. To saying his name with it, there is a special kind of magic hidden in something so simple yet so powerful as saying a man's name with love. A name is far more than just a label. It carries a lifetime of memories, experiences, and identity. When you speak his name warmly, gently, or with a playful spark, you are not just calling him, you are touching something deep within him, acknowledging his presence in a way that feels personal, intimate, and profoundly validating. It reminds him that he is not just another face in the crowd, but someone who holds a unique and cherished place in your heart. The way a woman uses a man's name can create an emotional resonance that lingers far longer than a compliment or a grand gesture. It can be as simple as softly saying his name when he surprises you with a small act of kindness, or teasing him affectionately when sharing a lighthearted moment together. A warm, "James, you always know how to make me smile," or a playful, "Oh please Ryan, don't act so innocent," can ignite a sense of belonging and connection that words alone rarely achieve. In those moments, the sound of his own name, spoken with genuine affection, cuts through the noise of the world and reminds him that he is seen, valued, and loved for who he truly is. It strengthens your bond without the need for elaborate declarations, weaving trust and emotional intimacy into the very fabric of your relationship. It is a tender, human touch that speaks louder than any grand proclamation, a quiet but powerful reminder that he matters deeply to you. Over time, these moments accumulate, creating a sense of emotional security and warmth that he will associate with you instinctively. In a world where many rush through conversations and interactions feel shallow, taking the time to call him by name with love and meaning sets you apart in his heart. It shows that your love is personal, thoughtful, and deeply rooted. Such a simple habit, yet one that has the power to transform ordinary interactions into precious memories and turn affection into a bond that lasts a lifetime. In the end, it is often these little things, repeated with sincerity and tenderness, that create a love story worth remembering. 3. Embracing feminine energy. There is a timeless beauty and quiet strength found in a woman who fully embraces her feminine energy. It is important to understand that femininity is not about weakness, submission, or playing a role that society prescribes. It is about embodying the richness of your natural spirit, the warmth, grace, emotional depth, and nurturing nature that make you uniquely powerful. When a woman honors her softness without abandoning her strength, when she allows herself to be both tender and resilient, playful and wise, independent yet deeply connected to her emotions, she creates an irresistible force that naturally draws others toward her. Men, by nature, are deeply attracted to this authentic expression of femininity because it brings balance to their own masculine energy. In your laughter, your gentleness, your compassion, and even in your moments of quiet reflection, you offer a sanctuary from the harshness of the outside world. You become not just a partner, but a source of life, joy, and peace. True feminine energy does not compete, dominate, or shout to be seen. Instead, it shines effortlessly, commanding respect and admiration through presence alone. It invites a man to step into his true masculine role not through force, but through the silent encouragement of your being. By embracing your femininity, you give permission for deeper emotional exchanges to happen naturally, without games, without pretense. You allow love to blossom in a space of mutual admiration and reverence. Your kindness becomes a balm to his worries, your playfulness becomes a spark that reignites his spirit, and your strength becomes the anchor that steadies him during life's inevitable storms. In a world that often confuses busyness with worth and hardness with power, returning to your natural feminine essence is a revolutionary act. It is a return to what is real, enduring, and profoundly beautiful. When you stand comfortably in your true self, without apology or artifice, you do not merely attract attention, you inspire loyalty, devotion, and a love that sees beyond surface appearances into the soul itself. There is no age limit to this magic, no expiration date on the power of true femininity. It is a timeless gift, one that continues to blossom and radiate beauty with every passing year, enriching not only your relationships but your entire life. 4. Laughing at his jokes. There is something incredibly powerful about laughter, especially the kind that is shared between two people who genuinely enjoy each other's company. When a woman laughs at a man's jokes not out of obligation or pretense, but because she truly finds him amusing, it touches something deep inside him that words alone cannot reach. Laughter has a way of breaking down barriers, softening hearts, and creating a space where authenticity and connection can flourish effortlessly. For many men, humor is not simply about being funny. It is an extension of their desire to bring joy to someone they care about. When you respond to his playful teasing, his light-hearted stories, or even his silly moments with sincere laughter, you are giving him one of the most precious gifts you can offer: the gift of feeling accepted exactly as he is. It reassures him that he does not need to be perfect, serious, or always impressive to earn your affection. He can relax, be himself, and know that his true personality quirks, flaws, and Alice enough to make you smile. In a world that often demands constant performance and perfection, being with someone who simply enjoys your presence is a treasure beyond measure. Your laughter tells him that he can let go of the pressures he faces outside and find lightness and happiness in your company. It becomes a secret language between you, a rhythm of shared joy that deepens your bond more profoundly than any serious conversation ever could. Over time, these moments of laughter create a rich tapestry of memories, a foundation of happiness that supports the relationship even when life brings its inevitable challenges. Laughter nurtures resilience, reminding both of you that no matter what burdens you may carry, There will always be space for joy, silliness, and playfulness together. So never underestimate the power of a genuine smile, a spontaneous giggle, or a hearty laugh shared with the man you love. These small moments weave themselves into the fabric of your connection, making it not just strong, but beautifully alive. In the end, it is not grand declarations that sustain love through the years. It is often the simple sound of two people laughing together that keeps the heart young and the spirit deeply in tune. 5. Showing respect. Respect is the quiet foundation upon which all enduring love is built. Without it, even the most passionate relationships eventually crumble under the weight of misunderstanding and resentment. For a man, feeling respected by the woman he loves is as vital as feeling loved itself. Respect is not merely about polite words or outward gestures. It is about seeing and honoring who he is at his core, his dreams, his struggles, his efforts, and even his failures. When a woman genuinely respects a man, she shows it in the way she listens to him, in the way she considers his opinions even when they differ from hers, and in the way she supports his aspirations without belittling or doubting them. She treats his vulnerabilities not as weaknesses to fix, but as sacred spaces to protect. For many men, the world outside can often be a battlefield where they must constantly prove their worth, mask their fears, and hide their insecurities. Coming home to someone who respects him for who he is, not just for what he achieves, feels like finding a safe harbor in a storm. It gives him strength, renews his spirit, and deepens his bond to the woman who sees him clearly and still believes in him. Respect also means allowing him to lead in some areas without feeling the need to control every decision, trusting that his intentions are good and that his heart is aligned with yours. It means celebrating his victories, no matter how small, and standing quietly but firmly beside him during his defeats. When a woman offers such unwavering respect, she does not diminish herself. Rather, she elevates the relationship to a higher place of mutual honor and loyalty. This kind of respect does not demand grand declarations or constant validation. It speaks through everyday actions, through a look, a gesture, a simple word of encouragement. Over time, it creates a bond so deep and resilient that no challenge or hardship can easily shake it. A man who feels truly respected will move mountains to cherish, protect, and love the woman who gives him that rare gift. In the end, respect is not just something you offer. It becomes something you live and breathe within the relationship, enriching it quietly and powerfully for years to come. 6. Giving him space without drama. One of the most beautiful, yet often misunderstood acts of love is the ability to give a man the space he sometimes needs without creating unnecessary drama or emotional distance. Space is not a sign that something is wrong, nor is it a reflection of a lack of love. Rather, it is a natural and healthy part of any deep and lasting relationship. Men, by their very nature, often seek solitude when they need to process their thoughts, solve problems, or simply recharge their emotional energy. When a woman understands and honors this need, without taking it personally, without feeling threatened or abandoned, she offers a profound and rare gift. She shows a quiet confidence in both herself and in the strength of their bond. Instead of clinging, questioning, or demanding constant reassurance, she allows him to step back when he needs to, trusting that the love they share is strong enough to withstand temporary distance. In doing so, she becomes a source of peace rather than pressure, a safe place he longs to return to rather than a burden he feels he must escape. This graceful patience does not go unnoticed. In fact, it deepens a man's appreciation and love, for he realizes that he is with someone who respects his individuality while still nurturing the connection between them. Giving space does not mean withdrawing affection or becoming cold. It means maintaining a warm, steady presence, ready to welcome him when he naturally comes back, refreshed, and even more committed. In a world that often encourages immediate responses and constant interaction, learning the quiet strength of patience becomes even more powerful. It communicates that your relationship is built on trust rather than fear, on freedom rather than control. Over time, this trust becomes the soil in which true intimacy grows, because both partners feel free to be their authentic selves without the constant need for explanation or justification. When a woman gives space with love and understanding, she does not lose him. She invites him to love her even more deeply, to see her not just as a partner but as a rare and irreplaceable presence in his life. This is the quiet art of mature love, one that strengthens the heart without ever needing to hold it too tightly. 7. Supporting his dreams. There is a profound and lasting power in being the person who believes in a man's dreams, especially during moments when the rest of the world might doubt him. Supporting his dreams does not mean sacrificing your own identity or losing yourself in his ambitions. Rather, it means standing beside him as an encouraging presence, someone who genuinely sees the greatness within him even when it is not yet fully visible to others. When a woman listens with an open heart to his hopes and aspirations, when she responds not with skepticism or caution but with words that uplift and strengthen, she becomes a source of inspiration that he will never forget. Every man carries within him certain goals, whether spoken openly or guarded carefully in the quiet corners of his heart. When he dares to share them, he is also revealing a vulnerable part of himself, a side that longs for acceptance and encouragement rather than criticism or dismissal. A woman who responds with genuine faith in his abilities, who reminds him that he is capable even when doubts creep into his own mind, becomes not just a companion but a true partner in his journey. Her support need not be loud or dramatic. Often it is felt most deeply in small acts, a reassuring smile, a word of encouragement when challenges arise, a steady belief that does not waver in the face of setbacks. In offering this kind of support, she does more than help him achieve external success. She nourishes his spirit and strengthens the emotional foundation of their bond. He comes to see her not only as someone who loves him for who he is now, but also as someone who believes in the man he is striving to become. Over time, this unwavering support becomes woven into the very fabric of the relationship, creating a depth of loyalty and gratitude that cannot easily be broken. A man will fight harder for his dreams when he knows he has a woman by his side who sees the best in him. In truth, supporting a man's dreams is not just about helping him reach his goals. It is about building a shared future founded on mutual trust, faith, and hope. It transforms love into a partnership where two souls grow stronger together, lifting each other higher with every step forward. 8. Having fun together. In the intricate dance of building and maintaining a lasting relationship, one of the most precious and often underestimated elements is the simple ability to have fun together. Fun is not reserved only for the early days of romance or for youthful adventures. It remains just as vital, if not more so, as two people journey through life seasons side by side. Sharing laughter, playful moments, and lighthearted experiences creates a unique kind of bond that serious conversations alone can never achieve. When a woman brings joy, spontaneity, and a spirit of adventure into a man's life, she becomes not only his partner but also his greatest source of happiness and rejuvenation. Having fun together means being willing to step away from the stresses of daily life, to let go of worries for a little while, and to simply enjoy each other's company with childlike wonder. Whether it is dancing around the kitchen to a favorite song, embarking on a spontaneous road trip, trying new activities, or laughing over a silly inside joke, these moments inject life and energy into the relationship. They remind both partners that beyond the responsibilities, challenges, and routines, love is also meant to be joyful. When a man experiences this sense of ease and fun with a woman, it ties his happiest memories to her presence, creating an emotional connection that is deeply rooted in positivity. He does not just love her for how she listens or supports him. He also loves the way she makes life lighter, brighter, and infinitely more enjoyable. Over time, these shared experiences become the glue that holds the relationship together during difficult times, acting as reminders of the happiness they have built and can always return to. Having fun together also allows both people to show their most authentic selves, free from pretense or pressure, deepening their understanding and appreciation for one another. In a world that often feels heavy with obligations and uncertainties, the ability to laugh, to play, and to savor the present moment together is a treasure that keeps love young at heart. True intimacy is not just found in deep conversations and grand commitments, but also in the freedom to be silly, to dream, and to explore life's simple pleasures hand in hand. 9. Taking care of yourself. One of the most enduringly beautiful things a woman can do, both for herself and for those who love her, is to take good care of herself in mind, body, and spirit. True self-care is not an act of vanity, nor a superficial attempt to impress others. It is a deep and lasting expression of self-respect and self-love. When a woman cherishes her health, nurtures her emotional well-being, and tends to her inner happiness, she naturally radiates a kind of quiet confidence that cannot be faked. This kind of self-assurance is profoundly attractive because it speaks to something deeper than appearances. It tells the world, and the man who loves her, that she knows her worth and honors it every day. A woman who looks after herself does not seek validation from outside. Instead, she lives with the joyful knowledge that she is already enough. Whether it is through nourishing her body with healthy foods, finding time for rest and reflection, engaging in activities that inspire her soul, or simply allowing herself moments of peace, she sends a powerful message without ever needing to say a word. She shows that she will not settle for less than she deserves because she has already given herself the love and care that are the foundations of true happiness. For a man, being with a woman who respects and cherishes herself is deeply reassuring. It means he does not have to be her entire world, but rather, he can walk beside her, sharing in the richness she has cultivated within. It means their relationship can be one of mutual support and admiration, rather than one of imbalance or dependence. Over time, a woman who cares for herself builds a kind of resilience and joy that not only sustains her, but also uplifts those around her. Her vitality becomes contagious, her presence a comfort, and her spirit an inspiration. In a world that often demands women give endlessly to others while neglecting themselves, choosing to prioritize self-care is an act of quiet courage and wisdom. It is a reminder that love, to be truly lasting and fulfilling, must first bloom within before it can be shared fully with another. A woman who shines from the inside out will never need to chase love, it will find her, drawn irresistibly to the light she carries. 10. Opening up emotionally. Opening up emotionally is one of the most courageous and transformative acts a woman can offer in a relationship. In a world where vulnerability is often mistaken for weakness, the willingness to share one's innermost thoughts, fears, dreams, and feelings becomes a rare and precious gift. True emotional openness does not mean overwhelming someone with endless worries or demands. Rather, it means allowing another person to truly see you, without the walls that so many build out of fear or past hurt. When a woman opens her heart to a man, she invites him into the sacred, unguarded spaces of her life, creating a bond that is deeper and far more enduring than mere physical attraction or surface-level compatibility. Men are not mind readers, and many carry the silent hope that the woman they love will trust them enough to share her true self, to let him stand beside her not only in moments of strength but also in moments of doubt and tenderness. When you express how you feel with honesty and grace, when you reveal your vulnerabilities without shame or apology, you give him the chance to love the real you, the woman behind the smiles and brave faces. This kind of emotional intimacy builds a bridge of trust that can weather any storm because both hearts have been laid bare and accepted fully. It teaches him that he, too, can open up without fear of judgment or rejection, creating a cycle of deep mutual understanding that strengthens the relationship over time. Emotional openness is not about expecting perfection from either side. It is about choosing connection over protection, honesty over appearances, and authenticity over fear. Over the years, a relationship rooted in emotional transparency becomes a refuge, a place where two souls can meet without masks or pretenses. In the quiet sharing of joys, disappointments, hopes, and worries, love finds its truest form not in grand declarations or flawless images, but in the simple, profound act of being real together. A woman who opens her heart courageously teaches both herself and her partner that the greatest beauty lies not in perfection, but in the bravery to be truly known and truly loved. 11. Loving him for who he truly is. At the very heart of lasting love lies the simple yet profound ability to love someone for who they truly are, not for who we wish them to be. Loving a man for his true self means seeing beyond the surface, beyond the achievements, the appearance, or the image he presents to the world. It means recognizing his strengths and also embracing his flaws, understanding that no human being is perfect and that real love does not demand perfection. When a woman loves a man in this way, without conditions or constant expectations for change, she offers him one of the rarest and most healing experiences in life, the feeling of being completely accepted. In a world that often measures worth by success, status, or possessions, to find someone who sees and cherishes your soul is a treasure beyond measure. A man who feels loved for who he truly is will naturally open his heart wider, will trust more deeply, and will commit more fully, not out of obligation but out of a deep, abiding gratitude for being seen and valued without pretense. Loving him authentically means appreciating the little things, the way he tries even when he fails, the way he shows affection in his own quiet ways, the way he carries the burdens of life yet still finds reasons to smile. It means encouraging him when he struggles without trying to fix him, believing in him when he doubts himself, and celebrating him not only for what he does, but for simply who he is. Over time, this kind of love creates a foundation so strong that it weathers every challenge, forgives every mistake, and grows richer with each passing year. It creates a space where both partners can be their most authentic selves, without fear of judgment or loss. In the end, true love is not found in trying to mold someone into a fantasy, but in recognizing the quiet, beautiful truth of who they are and choosing to stand beside them day after day with an open heart. A woman who loves in this way becomes unforgettable because she gives the rare gift of unconditional acceptance, something every heart quietly longs for but so few truly receive. This kind of love does not fade with time. It deepens, it matures, and it blesses both lives with a richness that only grows more beautiful with age. Hey, you saw how even tiny, genuine gestures can really move a guy, right? Remember this: being influential in love isn't about changing yourself or trying too hard. It's about being your awesome, sincere self. Every smile, every time you really listen, every act of kindness, you're building connections way deeper than words. Guys don't fall for perfection. They fall for warmth, realness, and that amazing feeling of being truly understood and appreciated. If this video hit home, if you realized how powerful you are just by being you, let that feeling shine. Like this video, share it with anyone who needs a reminder of how amazing they are, and subscribe for more relationship wisdom. Until next time, stay true, stay kind, and never forget, you're way more powerful than you think.